Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. As yes, we are here. We are here for the Carlisle United 2023-24 season review. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is obviously be looking at the E-table first. Looking at the E-table, as I'm aware, Dayson is confirmed to E2. Obviously, we'll be doing season ratings, which I don't be brutal. For a few people. And the fans are involved as well. The fans will be involved in the season ratings, as will the new owners as well. As will the new owners. I will be saying it as it is. So first things first, where Dayson confirmed. Obviously, I'm doing this with still 4 games to play, but yeah, the season, like I said, season's done. I mean, what's the point? What is the point of playing the rest of the games? What is the point? Just forfeit. Carlisle, please, just forfeit the rest of the games. It's been an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster of a season. It's been pathetic, honestly. It's been pathetic. Been a pathetic season. It's been an absolute fucking waste. It's been an absolute waste of a season. All that joy from that season, of course, winning by the playoffs, means nothing. Waste of time. Waste of complete time. Oh, but we'll still remember it. Yeah, we will. But let's be honest, it's been now a waste of time. The promotions back in 2004 and 5 meant more than that one. That season, because we went straight back down. Because with this one, we went straight back down. So what's the fucking point? What is the point? Tainted now. It's tainted, that memory, as far as I'm concerned. Absolute tainted. And by the way, Stockport, they would have stayed up comfortably. Which says it all. That Yatton Orient, Northampton, Steamers, who you can't even see. You can't even see on this fucking table. Because they're in the bloody top half. As you come out of teams. I'm not having this stupid excuses saying, oh, but they had to use all these buts, Carlisle fans, honestly. They had to use all these bloody buts. There's no excuses. Paul Simpson has sent us down. Fred Albert has sent us down. I would even say the fans have sent us down as well. No, I'm going to say this right now. The fans have wanted to keep these pretty out-of-date pint of milk at the pretty football club. So the fans need to take responsibility as well for why we're going down. Oh, but you look at the past. Look what he did that season. We had a chance to stay up. Going into the January transfer window. When the January transfer window opened, we were 3 points off safety. We should have pulled the plug out the backwater. Honestly, we should have pulled the plug out the backwater. Honestly, get rid of him. We should have got rid of him before the January transfer window. But we wouldn't have signed Hugh Armstrong or Housen Neal. Well, no, because Fred Albert fucking does all the signings, not Paul Simpson. But Paul Simpson still accepted this fucking absolute mediocre signings that came in the summer. Still accepted it. Absolute farce, absolute shambles. People. Absolute waste of a season. Disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. Where's our standards? As a fan base? Where's our standards? I've got a headache. I've honestly got a headache when you see Carlisle fans saying, oh, yes, give Simpson another season so he can get us back up. Well, he's not proven that he's in League One. He's not a proven League One manager, Paul Simpson. So even if he did get us back up next season, no, I'm still Simpson out. Mate. Honestly. No, honestly, I'm still Paul Simpson out. Even if he does get us back up. because I need to see if Paul Simpson is a League One proven manager and he can actually keep us in the league. So far, he hasn't proven that. Obviously, the last time we got promoted to League One, we pretty one off, didn't he? We pretty one off to pretty Preston and all that. Was it Preston or was it Stockport? I think it was one of the two where he won off. And obviously, when that happened, we had a few seasons in League One, didn't we? So I'm just saying, people, when Paul Simpson gets promoted and has a season in League One, he gets us relegated. Just saying. Just saying. I wanted to know the mindset after Paul Simpson was pretty Greg Albert. Which is, a bit ironic, isn't it? So, but you look at that table, fucking disgusting, isn't it? You look at that table, 75 goals conceded. You deserve to go down if that happens. Defence, we don't even have a bloody defence. Our defence is as much use as a fucking what's-it fucking tied round the bloody door. Tied round the door, honestly. It's pathetic, honestly. It's pathetic, it's pitiful. It's pitiful, honestly. I'm baffled. I am baffled on why this has happened. Start of season, I had us to stay up. At the start of season. By the way, I had all 4 teams stay up that have been new promoted. I think now you had us stay up in 18th. I think it was. I think in 18th. And we should have stayed up. Yeah, albeit we did this. Well, we deserved to go down, but we should have stayed up because what was it, 22 to 25 points when needing. We dropped. That's how many points we have. That's how many points we have dropped when needing a game. So add that total up to the 27, and it was actually 49 points. You wouldn't. We would be 17th. We'd be 17th, and staying up. So it should have happened. We should have stayed up. League One in a good league. It is not a good league, people. It is not a good league at all. You can't really pick out many teams that are good in League One, apart from the top 6 in League One. Bolton, Portsmouth, Derby, they're fighting it out for the top 3 along with Peterborough, who we've beaten. Yeah, I mean, make it make sense. So them 4 teams, yeah, they're expected to be up there anyways. Then you got Blackpool, Barnsley, we should have fucking beaten, probably in both games, you have to say. Well, definitely the game away from home, definitely. But fucking hell, Blackpool. Well, we still need to play Blackpool at home, which is now a meaningless game. Probably one of the worst away trips ever. Away to Blackpool. The weather was shit. The weather was shite, wasn't it? The weather was shite. It was windy, as you expect at Blackpool, by the seafront. Carlisle put in that fucking away performance away at Blackpool. You got away to Reading, where we lost 5-1. Lost 5-1 away. The teams above us. Cambridge aren't a good team. They are not a good team. I think Cambridge will get relegated. I really do. I think Cambridge might go down. Because Cambridge, we lost 4-0 at home to Cambridge. 4-0 at home to Cambridge, which was a winnable game. For us. And a bit ironic that I think we beat Burton before that game, didn't we? I think it was Burton. Fucking hell. That was the winnable game for me, Cambridge. Cambridge aren't good, people. They are not good. They are not a good team. But they beat us 4-0. And that's why we deserve to finish bottom. That's why we deserve to go down, in my opinion. But yeah, let's get into the comments. Everyone seems to think we will just bounce back. Exactly, mate. Exactly. I don't think so. Yeah, exactly. Year 2 is very tough year. Full screen. Exactly. Won the year just before us. And they're bottom year 2 now. Exactly. Facts, mate. Absolute facts. And by the way, the teams that normally go out of year 2, a lot of teams have had small budgets and went out year 2. Morecambe won the playoffs. They had one of the smallest budgets in year 2. Us as well. I will say us as well. We had one of the smallest budgets. We weren't supposed to go up that season. We weren't. But now we've got the button. We have got more of a higher budget with the Pytech family. But no, let's keep Paul Simpson. What is that all about? What is that all about? I'm not denying Paul Simpson. I will say Paul Simpson's probably one of our greatest ever managers for his achievements, but he has not proven that he is a League One manager. At the end of the day, he has not proven that. Because he did have a chance to prove it when we obviously got them back-to-back promotions, but he won off. He won off. He jumped ship, and probably that was probably a blessing. Who knows? Because we actually stayed in League One for 3 seasons after he won off. And that's where we want to be as a club. That's where we want to be. We want that 2007 and 8 season again, where we were in the League One playoffs against Leeds United. That's where we want to be. We want to be a sustainable League One club. The size of our club, we are League One level. The size of our club, probably even better in terms of the potential. Because why not with the potential? But I'm honestly baffled. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We have been one of the worst League One teams in history after being promoted. And I had such high hopes as well. And it's all right paying the owners. It's all right paying the owners, the previous owners, for the summer transfer window. But I'm sorry, they're done. They're done now. They're done. You can't pay them. You can't pay them for why we got red data because we're still within a chance of staying up when they went. Exactly, mate. Exactly. If Paul Simpson wasn't a Carlisle lad, if he didn't achieve what he did in the past, fans would have told for his head a long time ago. It's an absolute disgrace. We should have been told for his head. We should be told for his head, in my opinion. How can you keep a manager for next season who's not as radiated without any fight? Without any fight from the players. And by the way, the players aren't getting away with it either. Because we will be getting onto the season rating soon in this stream. Because I want to go to 5 o'clock in terms of this live stream. But yeah, these were the games. These were the games where we lost points. The points we should have picked up. 3 points we should have picked up. So we should have picked up all 3 points in these games where we dropped points. Fucking these notifications not interested in other channels, seriously. But opening day, 1-1 then Sweetwood. Should have won that game. Should have held on to the lead from that Owen Watson free hit, who's no longer with us, and Owen Watson's now in their back-to-back promotions. You couldn't wait it, could you? Opening day against Fleetwood. Yinping away. Fucking hell, you plans stored. Oh my days, you plans stored. By the way, you plans for me, that harshest scapegoat in my opinion, because he's not to blame on why we conceded goals. Let's be real about it. But yeah, it was awful. It was awful in terms of offensive. Yeah, you plans. But Yinping away, 1-0 up. Northampton at home, where of course Northampton were 1-0 up, but again we were 2-1 up. We were 2-1 up. We had the momentum after the equaliser. Wayne Evanson made it 2-1, and we should have held on. Again, abysmal defending. It was abysmal defending, from what I remember, for the pretty equaliser for Northampton. Again, Fleetwood again, away from home. That was the biggest disgrace for me, away to Fleetwood. That was the biggest disgrace. Again, we should have held on to the 1-0 lead. But why are we parking the bus? We parked the bus half an hour to door away at Fleetwood. We were settling for a point away at Fleetwood. We should be done for the winner. Same with Fleetwood, by the way, as well. They were there to be beaten. Fleetwood away from home. They were there to be beaten. And we were parking the bus with 30 minutes to go in the game. It's one of the dullest second halves I've ever watched, in my opinion. I couldn't believe my eyes on Boxing Day. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. Parking the bus with half an hour to go. And people were telling me it's a good point. It's a good point away from home. Paul Simpson, his aftermath interviews, Paul Simpson, they're a good team. Not every team's a fucking good team, Paul. Not every team can be a good team. Oh, seriously? Parking the bus away from home, that was a bit of disgrace of the lot, in my opinion. 2-1 defeat away to Barnsley. First half, one of the best first halves we played this season. We should have put it down to bed. Dan Butterworth missed probably 3 sitters, from what I remember, in that first half. And we got what we deserved. Don't take your chances. You got punished. You get punished. And that's what happened in the second half. Barnsley, they were poor in that first half. And we threw that game away. In my opinion. We did that win to Barnsley. I didn't even think Barnsley were that good in the second half either, to be honest with you. But we dictated them the win. Jordan Dibson, why was he the one having to foul for the penalty? What were our defenders doing? Why are you getting Jordan Dibson, one of our attacking players, foul the player? Fucking stupid, honestly. Absolute stupid. Yeah, an Orient away from home. But to be fair, by that time, by the Yet Orient game, we were probably all accepting we were down. By the way, I said we were down in December. Because I did not have any trust in Paul Simpson to pretty turn it around in December. And in December, we played like we were down. But 3-2 defeat away to Yet Orient. Again, we were leading that game. But we snatched the charge. We snatched the charge and victory in that one, to be fair. Yet Orient pretty started that game really well. And we basically got smashed and grab lead, to be honest with you, with Josh Fair. And Josh Fair is one of the only players who can hold his head up high for Carlisle since he came in. And people will say, but, it was a close 3-2. People need to stop reading the storyline. Yet Orient battered us in that game. Orient absolutely battered us in that game. And they were without their fucking mindset in the dugout with T. Wellens as well. Orient battered us in that game. Don't let the 3-2 storyline fool you. It should have been more for Orient. And we should never have got the goals, to be honest with you. 3-2 away to Cheltenham. Once again, we were leading in that game. Nathan Jones, obviously the youth Cheltenham manager, of course. And do you see the pattern, people? Do you see the pattern, right, in the league table? The teams above us, what have they all got in common, apart from us? They've all sacked the managers. And they've appointed a new manager. Fleetwood, they're done, in my opinion. Fleetwood are done because they sacked 2 managers already and it just hasn't worked. Cheltenham, I still think Cheltenham have a chance on the double card, Delta, top manager for me. Burton, they're done for me. Burton are shite, honestly. No wonder we beat them twice. Burton are shite, so Burton, Fleetwood and Carlisle have already down for me. Port Vale, they'll survive under Darren Moore. Darren Moore has that experience and need one as well. Tamperers for me. I think Tamperers are down with Burton, Fleetwood and Carlisle. Just thought I'll put that out there. I think Cheltenham will survive, in my opinion. And Cheltenham got a nice game tonight against us as well. Which is a nice, easy win for Cheltenham. But yeah, back to this. Barnsley at home, where again we had against Barnsley. I have to say Barnsley, they're not that great in my opinion. I have to say Barnsley for me, that even though Barnsley beating us twice, I didn't rate them at all during them games. I did not rate them at all. But it's because we haven't got a fucking defence pretty invisible. Teams and store past us easy. And finally the home game and Stevenage 2-0 up. By the way, that Stevenage game, all of us probably accepted we were down anyways at home Stevenage, but you just never know. Even though I accepted we were down in December, if we would have won that game at home Stevenage, you just would have thought, you know what, you never know. Even though it would have been still a bit too, even if we did win that game against Stevenage. But yeah, it was just the same class from this season, wasn't it? Same class from this season. We threw that game away as well, then Stevenage. And Stevenage were poor in that game. Stevenage were piss poor. But we felt sorry for them, so we differed them a point. That could be a massive point for Stevenage in their race for the playoffs. And they're chancing for the playoffs, people. They're chancing for the playoffs in League 1. And we're at the fucking bottom and back in League 2. It's a disgrace. Exactly, mate. Fucking faster then. Paul Simpson. I need to make an excuse notebook from Paul Simpson. League 1, yeah, it's a good league, but I'm not being. I'm still stand by my point, mate. There's not many good teams in League 1. Yet in Orient, Northampton, Stevenage are in the top half of League 1. Are in the top half of League 1. That shows it's not a good league. They're good teams. They've done it right. Yeah, Orient, Northampton, Stevenage have not done it one. They've done it right. But no one predicted them three teams to be in the top half of League 1 start season. No one did. It's because Reading and Charlton, they've all got their problems. Because them three should really be in the top half as well. For the size of their clubs as well, or even better. So, yeah, then, facts, mate. I've been saying that comment for probably in the past things I've been talking about Carlisle. He just makes excuses, Paul Simpson. But we're done down to the player ratings now. The most brutal part of the lot. Starting off then with the goalkeepers. And this is what I've done for Thomas Hawley, that's a 3. Davil Breeds, probably that's the best rating of the goalkeepers. 6 out of 10 for Davil Breeds. I can't give anyone higher than the 6 in terms of player ratings. I just can't, because we got where there to that end there. Anderson, 1. And Harry Lewis, that's a 4. Thomas Hawley, great goalkeeper for us last season in League 2. Probably his level. League 2 is probably his level. He missed mistakes a lot. Thomas Hawley missed a lot of mistakes. For the height of Thomas Hawley, he just doesn't tend to pretty come for the ball at all. He doesn't tend to come for the ball at all, which is just strange for me, for the height of him as well. And the time you can beat Thomas Hawley if you take a low shot. If you take a shot and it ends up being in the bottom corner, you're beating Thomas Hawley. Simple as that. Because he is a tall goalkeeper, and that's his vulnerabilities. He doesn't like to come down. He doesn't like to try and dive down for shots. Thomas Hawley. too many mistakes, and he won't be here next season. And I think there's been a bit of back and forth between him and the fan as well on Instagram or whatever it is, where someone asked him, "Are you staying?" or something like that, and Thomas Hawley said, "Why would I stay?" And I agree with him. Because he's been scapegoated a lot. He's been scapegoated. Why should I stay at a place where I'm scapegoated? It's like me working at B&M. When I worked at B&M, I was scapegoated a lot when I've been working hard, and when I've been working hard and I was doing everything. So yeah, I don't blame Thomas Hawley. And to be fair, I do wish him the best when he does leave us at the end of the season. I do wish him the best. But obviously, for his mistakes, I have to give him a 3. Daryl Breed, he didn't hold his head up high. The young lad didn't hold his head up high because he actually had not made a mistake when he did make an appearance in Goal Forwards. I think it was around December time. And to be fair, made no mistakes at all. He made no mistakes at all. 6 out of 10 for him. It'll probably be. I still think he'll be a third choice goalkeeper next season. I think we will sign a backup goalkeeper to Harry Lewis as well. Anderson, how the hell is he a goalkeeper? How is Anderson's an absolute car crash in goal? Anderson when he made his appearances. And I think Reading should be helping. Reading should be thanking us for helping them stay in depth by signing him, because I'm telling you right now, you can fucking have him back. You can have him back for nothing, because one of the worst goalkeepers to ever play for Carlisle, Anderson. Honest to God, absolute car crash in goal. The amount of penalties conceded as well, fucking atrocious, absolute atrocious as well. And I do banter people. I know I do banter other fans saying, "Do you want Anderson in goal? He's world class," because I say that for banter. Because I don't want him. So I'll give him one for Assie for a save he did Assie make. That's about it. Because apart from that, he made mistake after mistake after mistake. It's insanity. Absolute insanity with Anderson. Absolute insanity. And I'm not. Obviously, you shouldn't wish injury on anyone, but I'm not being funny. I was happy he was injured. No, I'm sorry. I know that's brutal. But I was happy he was injured. Paul Simpson trying to be sympathetic for him as well. He's a vital part. Shut up, honestly. Seriously. I'll get into the comments in a minute. I'm finally on Harry Lewis. Anderson, absolutely useless, honestly, and dull. Harry Lewis, 4 out of 10 for me. He's made mistakes since coming in January, Harry Lewis. But I'm not going to judge him too early. I am going to give him another season. I am obviously going to give him next season, Harry Lewis. Bradford fans have the strange rivalry with us as well for some reason. It's just a strange rivalry between us and Bradford. There shouldn't even be a rivalry between the two of us, but there is. I think that's on Bradford's part for me. And you get Bradford fans commenting on Carlisle's Twitter, "You don't wear that, bantering Harry Lewis as well. Super Harry Lewis and goal. I do regret that. I do regret seeing Super Harry Lewis and goal, because that will come back to bite me when we did sign him. But it's a part of banter, isn't it? To banter Bradford fans. But yeah, I'm dimming the next season, Harry Lewis. Let's be real. I can't judge him too much. He just came in January. I don't think he chose any January signings for me, to be honest. Because he came in January, and we were probably already down back then at the end of the January transfer window. So, but yeah, Harry Lewis is a 4 for me. He has made some mistakes. But yeah, 4 out of 10 for me for Harry Lewis. No recognised defence all season and constantly changing goalkeepers. How many clubs have 4 first choice keepers and have any success? None. Exactly. It's confusing why we have 4 goalkeepers anyways. Obviously, we had to keep Anderson because if we would have terminated Anderson's contract, it wouldn't help Reading in terms of the problems they have with their depth. And yeah, why the hell do we have 4 goalkeepers? Honestly, it's only Daryl Please and Harry Hughes who are going to stay. I swear to God, please do not do this. Please do not sign Anderson for next season, because that's already season over straight away. If we're signing Anderson to be backup, oh my God, he's actually going to do it. I actually think he's going to do it. I actually think Paul Simpson might actually do it, you know. He might actually sign Anderson on permanent. If he does, honestly, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do, honestly. But I can see it happening. It's a pretty Paul Simpson signing. It's a Craig Abbott signing as well, honestly. Fucking cheap. But yeah, on to the defenders then. Finback, Jack Armour, Sam Fell, Paul Huddington. Finback, 3 for me. He has been poor. Even he's been poor in games he's played. I can't see another one happening for Finback. Not the worst of our players, Finback, but 3 for me. And I don't see another loan deal happening for him. To be honest with you, Jack Armour, 4. Not being himself, Jack Armour. This season he's been poor as well, defensively. It's not like he has been in terms of past seasons. Maybe year 2. Maybe I'd keep him because he is year 2 level, Jack Armour. He has proven to be year 2 level and he's done well and he's been year 2 with us. So that's why I would keep him. But 4 out of 10. Sandy Fell, Tartwat, absolute Tartwat defensively. The amount of times the opposition got in behind us and Sandy Fell is on the fucking halfway line. He's on the halfway line and far too late when the opposition have already scored. You see that gap. You see that gap in defence, whoever's alongside Sandy Fell. Because Sandy Fell's on the fucking halfway line. He's on the halfway line. I don't care. He's been arguing with our fans, Sandy Fell. He shouldn't be arguing with our fans. He needs to pretty shut up and pretty improve his performances. He's an absolute tartwat, seriously. And he get his mates as well. He get his mates protecting him. Oh, I mean, his mates, not being funny, his mates probably got low IQ, let's be real. And low IQ, to be honest with you. So, absolute tartwat. He's pathetic, honestly. He is pathetic defensively, Sandy Fell. One of the worst defenders to ever play for us, honestly. But, I will say, he might actually do well next season in Year 2, because it might actually be his level. Year 2 might actually be his level, but absolute tartwat and pathetic defensively the season, Sandy Fell. And he had the captain's armband as well. Sandy Fell had the captain's armband. That's something to sum up this season, honestly. And Paul Huntington, 4 out of 10. Let's be real, I'm going to say it right now. Paul Huntington was poor at the start of the season. He was poor defensively. Start of the season. But maybe because he has Sandy Fell next to him. But also, maybe Paul Huntington's legs are now starting to do. His knees are starting to do now, Paul Huntington. I think Paul Huntington retires at the end of the season. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked. And I don't get why Paul Huntington wasn't playing for the last few recent games. He's been swapped. He hasn't been injured. He's been swapped, people. I just don't get it. Honestly, I just don't get it at all. When Paul Huntington's been one of our successful signings under Craig Abbott and Paul Simpson when they both came back, along with Thomas Hawley, along with Owen Watson and Jordana as well. They've been the only successful signings with Carlisle. They're the ones that help with promotion. And Paul Huntington, I think his knees are done now. I think his legs are done. I wouldn't keep him personally. But I would give him 4 out of 10. I wouldn't mind keeping him. But yeah, it's that age now. we need to move on. Nothing under threats ahead in defence. And defenders who didn't actually defend. Off next then, onto the next page. Tory Williams, Jack Elliott, Jack Robinson, Matt Tilsby. Tory Williams, I can't really give him a rating because I don't know what's been happening with Tory Williams, but apparently Tory Williams has been chopped completely, and he has been chopped completely for quite a few months now. So he'll be even in the summer. I can see him probably joining Tranmere. He's Irish. He has been in and around that Merseyside area a lot, hasn't he? And even though Tory Williams has been completely chopped, I just can't believe why I've not given Tory Williams some pieces. So I think Tory Williams not been that bad when he's been in defence, especially the last couple of seasons as well. I think Tory Williams has actually been Mr. Dependable, to be fair, in defence. But yeah, something's key happened on why he's been completely chopped from Paul Simpson. So I can't really wait and he'll be done at the end of the season. Jack Elliott, 4 out of 10. Still young. He's a young lad. He's one of our youth players as well, coming through the youth course. Jack Elliott. He's a Cumbian. He's a Carlisle lad, as we all want to say. But 4 out of 10. He's been poor defensively, but he's a young lad. Young lad that doesn't make. Young players that don't make mistakes. Jack Robinson, not done enough for me. He ain't done enough for me. There's a reason why we're moving him to pretty midfield. Because he's not done enough defensively. He's not done enough defensively. I don't think he's done enough overall, Jack Robinson. Even in midfield, I don't see him. I never see him when he's playing in midfield. Honestly, it's all right saying he's better in midfield, but that don't say a fucking lot, does it? If he's better in midfield than defensively, when he's supposed to be a natural fullback, and now he's switching his position to midfield. I wouldn't keep him, but obviously Paul Simpson will keep him. Unfortunately. Matt Tilsby, obviously he's out on loan, so I can't give him a rating. But I think Paul Simpson has lost the dressing room. I can't prove it, but people in the town are talking about it. And if so, how do you fix it? You get rid of the manager. It's simple basis in football. If the players are not turning up for you, either get rid of the players. But Paul Simpson is his own downfall. He keeps picking them. He keeps picking these players that aren't playing for him. He keeps picking the same team. So you sack the manager for me. I've always said it. You sack the manager. Because it's always the manager who it always costs the manager job. The players don't care. The players are already on nights out as well. Because the players are getting investigated for being on a night out shows that they don't care. Shows that they don't care about where they're done. And the players who were on that night out, they need to be done at the end of the season. Even if they are my favourite players, John Gibson, for example, he needs to be done. Because he's one of the players who is rumoured to be on that night out incident. So he needs to get rid of them players, honestly. And how do you fix it? You get rid of the manager. And people be like, and you get these YouTube channels, these Carlisle YouTube channels saying, who do you get to replace him? There's plenty of options out there. There's Mark Bonner, who did the job he did at Cambridge. A League One proven manager. He's kept Cambridge up. Michael Duff. Why not? Why not be ambitious and over Michael Duff? The other managers I had in my mind, John Coleman from Accrington Stanley, experienced manager. Okay, maybe not the best long-term project, John Coleman, But for 2 years, John Coleman, he's left Accrington Stanley because he went past his sell-by date at Accrington Stanley, yes, we will. But I wouldn't mind him, John Coleman. Not John Coleman, the fucking journalist at Carlisle. John Coleman, who was obviously at Accrington Stanley manager, now obviously left. So to bear in mind, if we need fresh tactics, people. We need fresh tactics, people. Danny Quainser will probably be into the Carlisle job as well. Too much of a big step up, but fresh tactics is what we need. Paul Simpson doesn't change his tactics. That's why we got relegated for me. He's not changed his tactics because he's too predictable, Paul Simpson. He hasn't got a plan B, which has been the problems with our previous managers in the past. Chris Beats, to be fair, I love Chris Beats. I did like Chris Beats, but he had no plan B. Same with Paul Simpson again, he has no plan B. So, on to the next page. John Mayers, 5 out of 10 for me. We need more John Mayerses in our team. John Mayers is actually one of the players who actually plays for the Bads. John Mayers. The problem is this his fucking position? What position do you play him in? Do you play him in midfield? When we play him in midfield, he doesn't do anything in midfield. But he starts a hat-trick against Peterborough. John Mayers, by the way, a bit of positive. John Mayers is the only football player to start as a centre-back, to start as a midfielder, and to start as a striker for the same team. So everyone else, in terms of football, are in the mud. So a bit of positive there. But that's the only positivity I've got. John Mayers, I love him. I think he's probably my favourite player. Plays for the Bads. It's just his position, isn't it? Where do you play him in terms of his position? He works well in the back three. We saw that last season. But he needs better defenders alongside him. Because Samuel Bell's probably get John Mayers down, to be fair, in defence. I do prefer Mayers in midfield. I do prefer John Mayers in midfield. Do you play him as a defensive midfielder? Maybe. Who knows? But in midfield, we're probably going to have Harrison Neal, Cam Dye, and Shots Fired. That's probably going to be our first choice midfield for next season. I think John Mayers will play in defence next season. John Mayers only works well if he's in the back three. For me, that's where he can work well in the back three, where he can door out defence into midfield and come back in to defence. But yeah, John Mayers, 5 out of 10. Ben Barkey, poor. 2 out of 10 for Ben Barkey. That Portsmouth goal, the Portsmouth goal at Punt Park sums it up. What is Ben Barkey doing? Pressing the bloody Portsmouth player. And you gave him the dap for the Portsmouth player to play that through ball in. When Ben Barkey doesn't win it, what's he doing, honestly? 2 out of 10, not good enough for me, Ben Barkey. But then, Ye too, probably is level for me. But we can't just keep relying on, they did well in Year 2. We need a complete major overhaul. Simple as that. Complete major overhaul. And Josh Emmanuel, fucking hell. What do I say about this guy? Josh Emmanuel. No wonder he was a free agent. Carcraft. Absolute Carcraft at fullback. Defensively, absolutely no defensive awareness at all. He's more of a winder. I will say that. I think he's more of a winder, Josh Emmanuel. But then, even defensively, he's not a defender. I might keep him if we play him as a winder. If we play him as a winder, I'll keep him. But if you just want to keep him as a wing back or white back, Carcross, absolute Carcross as a fullback and as a wing back as well. Free agent signing as well. No wonder he was a free transfer. Steve Evans He's not everyone's cup of tea, but he is a winner. With a decent budget, he will do well at Carlisle. Exactly, he would. He would. He would do well at Carlisle. As much as we all take the piss out of his, height, out of his weight and all that, out of his weight, he's a top manager. He's a top manager. He's a League One proven manager, people. Who would have thought? A League One proven manager, Steve Evans. And I said Steve Evans would finish the highest out of the youth promoted teams as well. Because he's a League One proven manager, Steve Evans. But yeah, I'll get into your comment in a minute, Dav. Let me do these player ratings. John Dibson, 5 out of 10 for me. John Dibson. Been one of the best parts of our attack, if he had an attack this season. So, but like I said, John Dibson is one of the players being investigated for a night out incident. As much as he's probably one of my favourite players. If that is true about John Dibson, then yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of him. If he's on a night out incident. John Dibson will do it anyways. I think he will leave anyways at the end of the season. I think he'll leave anyways. There's a player in John Dibson as well. But I think I get the feeling he's one of the players who's probably not playing for Paul Simpson, to be honest with you. But with the way Paul Simpson sets his teams up, I can't blame him, to be honest with you. Callum Dye, can't give him away, and because Callum Dye got injured in the FA Cup first round, and St. Norris ruled him out for the rest of the season. Massive miss in midfield. Callum Dye, so underrated. He has been underrated for us, hasn't he? Callum Dye. Looking forward to the only players I'm looking forward to seeing back is Callum Dye, because we badly missed him in midfield. For the job he does in midfield. Alfie McColeman, 3 out of 10. Not good enough for me. Yeah, it's all right. Alfie McColeman, he's such a coward. He's such a coward in 50-50 chances. When there's a ball there to be won, he backs off. He backs out of a 50-50 challenge, Alfie McColeman. He's a coward, honestly. People be like, oh, that's a bit brutal. No, he is. He's a coward. The next Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips replacement, people. Fucking hell. See, these big clubs, these big fans, right, they can fool us easy, honestly. And Taylor Charters, 4 out of 10. And then a bit like Jack Hayes for me. Taylor Charters, obviously from our youth, of course. And then, not been good enough in terms of League One. Taylor Charters, but I'll give him 4 out of 10. Greg Abbott, assistant doctors to top in League One 6 years ago. Exactly, mate. Exactly. They all say he's got an eye for a player. Well, he hasn't. He signed Georgie Kelly. With the Oil Motson money. Georgie Kelly, who was only yimping through the door on deadline day, who had to yimp through the door. And he's a striker. We could have signed Charlie White, but we signed Georgie Kelly instead. And Charlie White does a fucking Rotherham, of course, to replace him. Seriously, honest to God, what an absolute fucking mess at the club. It's an absolute mess. Shane Harris, I can't wait. Shane Harris went out on loan. He went out on loan, didn't he? And he's a waste of a signing as well. A 3-year deal for Shane Harris, who is not done enough. We saw it in League 2. He ain't done enough. Get rid of him. But I actually would have given him a chance this season. I actually would have given him a chance where some midfielders shouldn't have been in starting instead of him. But Shane Harris for me, National League level for me. He ain't done enough at EFL. Dylan Medeiros, I'll actually give him a 6 out of 10. I just don't know why Paul Simpson did drop him when he did. Because he did all the basics in midfield, Dylan Medeiros. And he's a tidy midfielder as well. I don't think he will stay. At the end of the season. I think he'll probably end up going. But that's thanks to Paul Simpson. but that's fancy Paul Simpson again. But I would actually keep him. I would actually keep David Diop. I would actually keep him, but it's an unknown whether he will stay or not. Ty Nugent can't wait him because he's out on loan, and one of our young players who's out on loan. Harrison Neal, again, 6 out of 10, along with David Diop and Daryl Preed, and obviously the other January signings. Then probably hold the head up high for this season. Harrison Neal plays for the Bards. He puts them constant tackles in as well. Puts them constant tackles in when needed. And Barrow and Southend fans, they said to me, he'll be a good sign for you. He'll play for the Bards, and that's proven to be the case. So yeah, Harrison Neal, 6 out of 10 for me. Oh shit. On to the next one. The next page then. Josh Fire again, along with Harrison Neal, doing the deal, often hold his head up high, wide and January, along with Harrison Neal, Josh Fire. A dud player, a very good midfielder to have in League 1 and League 2, Josh Fire. And he'll probably be too good for League 2, Josh Fire. Who knows? But he'll be staying with us for next season. So, I mean, that's a positive. We are going to have a strong midfield for next season. Harrison Neal, Tom Dye, Josh Fire. But we do need a lot of players in. Because a lot of these players shouldn't be staying at the Pretty Club. I'm telling you right now. George Kelly, can't rate him. I'll give him a rating for how well he's behaved in the hospital. I'll give him that. As an NSS hospital bed model, along with Josh Coyote, for their behaviour, rating. So I'll give him a 10 out of 10 for behaviour. So, but yeah, fucking hell. Why did we sign him? Obviously, I have to give him a chance. I can't be too brutal on him. He will be staying next season. I have to give him a chance. But I didn't want him. I did not want him. And when I saw we were going to sign him, I was like, fuck's sake. I didn't know he was injured, because without the injury, I would have thought, you know what, fair enough, we signed him. I'll welcome him. But when we signed him and I found out he was injured, I was like, what is that all about? Recruitment is absolutely abysmal. Honest to God. The recruitment is absolutely abysmal. They don't for the cheap option. Honestly, they don't for the cheap and mediocre options. I have to say he is mediocre, George Akeye, at the moment, but I can't judge him too early because he's been pretty injured. But why sign an injured player? Dan Butterworth, 3 out of 10. Not good enough. Not good enough end product for me. Dan Butterworth, it's all right saying he scored 2 than Stephen is, but where was he then Barnsley away from home? And other games where he had good chances to put the ball in the net, and they were all sitters. Not good enough. But then, Dan Butterworth may be good for you two. It may be good for you two, but like I said, I am not backing Paul Simpson. I'm not. I'm Paul Simpson now, even if we get promoted. Back to League 1. Because I want a manager who's get us promoted and keep us in League 1. Simple as that. Because I'm not going to waste my time like this season. Like we have this season, where last season was just a waste of time. And we wasted that opportunity. So, but up next, Terry Albier, can't we rate him? Not been there in most appearances when he's been on loan for us. And he could have been a player for us, where with his pace, when he did come off the bench, he was actually rapid. He was rapid off the bench, but I think to be fair, he did have an injury as well. But then, what's the point? If he has a fucking injury, what was the point of even signing him? But it's injuries that they happen. But yeah, a waste of a non-signing overall. Sean McQuire, get him done. Awful attitude. Sean McTwire's has an awful attitude. A lot of games as a forward, he's been walking. He doesn't bother to try and win the ball. Try and press the opposition defence. He's walking. Sean McTwire. He's just lazy. He's lazy, Sean McTwire. And people did warn me about him, that he is a lazy player. A lazy forward as well. So, if he wasn't lazy, there probably is a player in there. But, yeah, he's just lazy, Sean McTwire. So, 2 out of 10. Jack Diamond, I would keep him for next season. He's been through, obviously, a bad time. Jack Diamond, obviously, the accusations that were made against him, which were now false. Obviously, he's been on Piers Morgan's show as well, Jack Diamond, which probably made Carlisle a bit famous, hasn't it? On Piers Morgan's show. Mentioned on Piers Morgan's show, and there's a player in Jack Diamond. We saw it at Howard, didn't we? Where him and Armstrong, they were good players and need to. And I would definitely keep him. Definitely need two level. He's got the potential to be League One level. Jack Diamond as well. He was unknown at Yenton in League One before he had to be suspended due to the allegation against him. So yeah, I actually think it'll be the Dibson replacement. I think he'll replace John Dibson. I think it'll be like John Dibson out, and we'll use the wages of John Dibson to sign Jack Diamond on permanently. That's what I think will happen. That's what I think shouldn't be happening. I actually would have John Dibson, Luke Armstrong, Jack Diamond as the front three for next season, but depends on the formation we want to use. If we play 5-3-2, I can actually see Diamond and Armstrong as the front two. I think that would work because they had that support for each other at Howard as well. So, yeah, John Dibson will be going, and I think we'll use the Dibson wages to sign Jack Diamond permanently. That's what I think will happen. Josh Coyote, hospital bed model, simple as that. Hospital bed model, simple as that. And I was excited when we signed him again for a third loan spell. I but got injured. I think it's after the Steveners game where we drew 2-2 away. Not seen him ever since. Can be a focal point up front, Josh Coyote, but yeah, waste of the signing, unfortunately. Waste of a loan signing. NHS hospital bed model. Simple as that. I think these are the final player ratings. Yep. Final player ratings: Luke Armstrong 5 and Anton Dudik, if that's how you pronounce it. He's a young lad, a young Ukrainian who we signed in January. Be interesting. I think he'll probably go out and know next season, Anton. But who knows? But he'll definitely be playing in our youth. So I can't really rate him. Luke Armstrong, 5 out of 10. He'll definitely be a threat next season and need to. Luke Armstrong. He's already scored goals, hasn't he? He's already scored goals already for us in terms of this disastrous League One season. Luke Armstrong. He'll be one of the top. He'll be one of the top League Two. He'll be one of the top League Two strikers for next season. Luke Armstrong. So we will get goals. In League Two next season with him. And then he's played for the Bards as well since he came in. He can hold his head up high. He's the one. He's been the one trying to press the opposition defence as well, but no one else was helping him. And Luke Armstrong, for me, it's important he does that striker alongside him. I don't think George Kane will work alongside him. I think George Kane will be more like a backup to Luke Armstrong. I think Luke Armstrong needs a striker alongside him, like a small striker alongside him where he can head the ball onto him. Fit the header one. Fit the header onto him. I think Diamond may play in midfield, but without options there, Diamond can also could play as a striker next season alongside Armstrong if we decide to go for 5-3-2 again. But yeah, Hugh Armstrong, he'll be a dual scorer in League 2 next season for us. And he's already scored goals for us in League 1 as well. So, here we go. Here we go, people. Here's our manager and assistant manager. Oh, honestly, God. Paul Simpson, 1. 1 out of 10. Davin Stelton, 0. Davin Stelton, who's in charge of our substitutes, who's to put on, he's only wearing for his sister being on Dancing on Nights, honestly. Davin Stelton, he should have done it a long time ago. He should have even stayed for the promotion season. He's not a good assistant manager. He isn't. He's not a good assistant manager at all. Absolutely terrible. Honestly, God, with the substitutions. How the hell is he still at Carlisle? But again, Davin Stelton's still here because he lives in Carlisle. And most of our fan base are just brain dead. They are brain dead. And they have dildos up Paul Simpson's backside. And Davin Stelton's backside as well. I will say that. Paul Simpson, 1 out of 10. Disaster season. He's one of the main reasons why we are going down. Failed to change the team off when it needed changing. No plan B. Keeps playing the same players who were apparently not playing for him, but yet he still pissed them and puts them on the bench as well, puts them in the squad. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And again, like I said, he's not proven to be a League 1 manager. I did say that at the start of the season, be careful what we risk for with promotion, because he still needs to prove that he's a League 1 manager. But hey, I was right. Car class season, absolute car class of the season, absolute race of a season after getting promoted. Because your aim should be to stay up. I would have accepted relegation, by the way. I would have accepted relegation if we would have got relegated, if we were 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points off the safety zone. Then and we showed fight, then I actually would have accepted it. But we showed no fight. But that's down to Paul Simpson. That is down to Paul Simpson. Same old tactics. Stale. Same old tactics. Run ball, hoop ball. When it don't bloody work. For some of our players. Atrocious, honestly. We should be excited about the future with all the new investment from the Pintech family, but I've lost faith. Yeah, exactly. Exactly for me. Exactly my point. We need a new manager. We need a new head of recruitment. We need a new coaching staff as well. And we need new players as well. That's what we need. And they're the simple facts. And the people who want Paul Simpson to stay, they're one of the main reasons why we're done down as well. We've done down. Because they have no bloody... It's because, this is what it is. Because Craig Adler is ex-Carlisle manager. Oh, yes, keep him for the job he did at Carlisle. Atrocious. And then Craig Adler, fucking abysmal as head of recruitment. We had number 1 targets in the past summer. But instead we go for the cheap options like Dan Butterworth, cheap. Sean McGuire, cheap. Where we would have been in with the eyes of Dana J from the Leyton Orient, the eyes of them strikers. But instead we fucking signed mediocrity. Honestly. He should be done. As I told him, Paul Simpson, Fred Abbott are the Whipper brothers. They did CPR when they first came in. But this season they have murdered our standards at Carlisle. They have absolutely killed our fans' standards. And they murdered us this season by sending us down with an absolute whimper. No fight at all in the squad. And yeah, I'm sorry, people. I know I'm ranting and swearing, but I should be. I'm not accepting this. Or It's okay. It was good to be back. We can still bounce back up. Like Pro Army TV and CO4 and all them clowns are saying. Who have no clue at all. And don't have any standards. On to the fans now. Seven out of 10 for the fans. Fair play to the fans for down to them away days where we got absolutely battered of Reading and Blackpool. By the way, Blackpool, most notably, horrible weather at Blackpool. Fair play to the fans, throttle down their numbers as well. But they only get 7 out of 10 because they would have actually got 10 out of 10 for actually watching this shit. But watching this shite we've been watching this season. This car pass we've been watching this season. But they get 7 out of 10 because, as I said before, Pro Army TV, CO4, all these fans on Twitter who got dildos up Paul Simpson's backside, they're also to blame for why Carlisle were dumbed down. They're also to blame because they've went to the owners and said, yeah, let's keep Paul Simpson. But obviously, the owners. But finally, onto the owners, I'll actually give them a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I was excited with this ownership. But they've made some one decisions so far. Keeping Paul Simpson, definitely a one decision. Listening to some dildo fans as well. Another, which obviously puts the weighting down for me. Also, there are people who suffer with Dambo and addiction, and we are selling our own Strat cards to try and improve the match day experience. No, you're there to fucking watch the team and support the team. You're not there to fucking be a Dambo and addict so you can pretty win prize money on Strat cards. People can suffer with a gambling addiction. And they clearly approved it. Selling our own Strat cards. People be saying, oh, you're doing a bit over the top in terms of Strat cards. I'm not doing over the top. Because why are we selling our own Strat cards for? It makes it even worse. Sandy Vale was the one pictured with them. And I don't know what he's smiling about, Sandy Vale. And he's probably been our worst player this season. So 5 out of 10. And overall, what needs to happen for me is obviously finally we read the owner's statement. You can't even see that owner's statement, but yeah. You can't even see it clearly, but I'll put it on the community post anyways, the Pytech family statement after this live stream. But that's pretty much all I have to say. Absolute car crash, waste of a season, disgraceful, embarrassing. To go down like that. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm fuming. I'm angry. I'm baffled. I am honestly baffled. And most of our fans want to accept it and say, oh, but, it was good to be back. At least we got to play Bolton and all of them. Where's the fucking standards? I said in my community post, where's the standards done? Where are the standards done? I'm not backing Paul Simpson until he actually keeps us up in League One. So even if Paul Simpson does up, even if Paul Simpson gets us back up, yeah, I'll different praise, but I'll still be Paul Simpson out because he's not proven to be a League One manager. So, and the worst part is these owners are now done on Carlisle YouTube fan channels. You don't see that with any other fan channel. It's only Carlisle this happens. Yeah, come on my channel. My name is Dan Morris. But let's talk about Manchester United for the first 10 minutes. Let's talk about Dan Morris's life. No one cares, mate. No one cares. Ask the owners about what they do with the football club. And said the first 10 minutes, talk about Manchester United. Oh, who's the daughter of football? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Honestly, it's pathetic. It is honestly pathetic. So, but yeah, I don't even dare. Don't even dare. I've had enough. I've had enough, honestly. I've had enough of my one, and I think we tore this season, honestly. I can't believe some of the other fan channels are accepting it, honestly. So, my final words, Paulson, who needs to do? We need a major overhaul on the squad. I'm only keeping 10 out of the 30 players in the squad, and that's bad, by the way. Major overhaul needed in the squad. Paul Simpson needs to do. Downsdale needs to do. The whole coaching staff needs to do. And Craig Albert needs to do. We need a new head of recruitment as well. Because this club deserves the door down. Deserves the door down. Because I can't PM the owners though. I can't really PM the owners that much, but I have named the reason why I have given 5 out of 10 for the owners, because this shouldn't really be done on other fan channels. I mean, it's only that happens. It's only Carlisle United where that happens, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Mass appreciation to everyone tuning in. Big up to John Johnson, speaking facts in the comments, dads. And I know I told him dad before, so I do apologise for that. And yeah, and everyone else, if you're watching this on playback, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. I'll probably get negative comments, but I don't care. I don't care. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I see the reality. I see the reality with this. I don't live in the past. I don't live in the past like Carlisle fans. The past is irrelevant. The present is relevant. And Simpson, Albert, whole coaching staff, the majority of the squad, they all need to do. They all need to do. But I will say about the owners, they're doing a lot of good things in terms of off the pitch at Carlisle United. I will give them that. But I have named the reasons where they have done one with their decisions, with the strat cards, with also on the pitch problems as well. Take it easy. Yeah, take it easy, John, mate. See you in the next one. And before I didn't enter comments saying, oh, you're against the owners as well. No, I said the owners have done a lot of good things, but they need to sort themselves out. They need to sort the things on the pitch and not listen to the dildo fan base, the dildo fans. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below. And yes, not listen to the eyes of Chris Lumsden and all these other dildos who got dildos off Paul Simpson's backside. And yes, have a look at reality, people, as a fan base. Take care and feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments.